Ever wondered how stress seeps into your daily life, altering your behavior, mood, and even health? Like an unwelcome guest, stress often arrives uninvited, subtly weaving itself into the fabric of our daily lives. Stress is more than just a mental state. It's a full-bodied experience that can leave us feeling overwhelmed, anxious, and fatigued. It's like a stealthy saboteur, quietly undermining our productivity. It dilutes our focus, making tasks seem insurmountable, deadlines daunting, and goals unreachable. In our relationships, stress can act as an invisible wedge, driving us apart from those we hold dear. It makes us snappy, less understanding, and more prone to conflict. When it comes to our overall wellness, stress can be a silent adversary, leading to a myriad of health issues ranging from sleep disorders to heart disease. But there's hope yet. So, how can we combat this pervasive stress? The answer lies in the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness, a term you might have heard quite often, but what does it truly mean? Mindfulness is the practice of focusing our attention on the present moment, acknowledging and accepting it without judgment. It's about being fully engaged in the here and now, rather than dwelling on the past or anticipating the future. The concept of mindfulness has its roots in Buddhist meditation, where the practice was cultivated to achieve a state of serene self-awareness. Over the centuries, it has journeyed from the monasteries of the East to the busy streets of the West, where it has found a new home. In our modern world, mindfulness has been adopted as a powerful tool for stress reduction. It encourages us to slow down, to breathe, to observe, and to connect with our inner selves. It's like hitting the pause button on the relentless pace of life, providing a moment of calm in the storm. Now let's delve into the process of practicing mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness might seem daunting at first, but with these step-by-step guidelines, you'll be on your way to a more peaceful mind. Let's dive into the first step. Finding a quiet place. This can be anywhere you feel comfortable and undisturbed. It could be a corner of your home, a spot in your garden, or even a quiet park. The idea is to find a place where you can be alone with your thoughts, free from distractions. This quiet space will become your sanctuary, your go-to place when you need to center yourself and calm your mind. Why is this important? Well, our minds are often filled with noise, from the hustle and bustle of daily life to the constant chatter in our heads. This noise can make it difficult to focus and be present in the moment. By creating a quiet space, you're giving your mind a chance to breathe, to declutter, and to focus on the here and now. Now let's move on to the second step, focusing on the breath. Once you've found your quiet place, sit comfortably, close your eyes, and turn your attention to your breath. Feel the air as it enters your nostrils, fills your lungs, and then leaves your body. Try to focus on the sensation of breathing, the rise and fall of your chest, the rhythm of your breath. Breathing is something we do unconsciously, but by bringing our attention to it, we anchor ourselves in the present moment. We're not thinking about the past or worrying about the future, we're simply aware of the here and now, of our existence in this very moment. And that, my friends, is the essence of mindfulness. Focusing on the breath also has a calming effect on the mind. It's like a soothing rhythm, a gentle reminder that we're alive and present. It helps us slow down, relax, and let go of our worries. So there you have it. The first 2 steps to practicing mindfulness. Find a quiet place and focus on your breath. Start with these and you're well on your way to a more peaceful and mindful existence. Remember, the goal is not to block out thoughts, but to acknowledge them without judgment. As we continue our journey towards mindfulness, let's explore the next steps. After setting up your mindfulness space and finding a comfortable position, the next step is to observe. Observe your body, your mind, and the world around you. This is not a critique or an analysis, it's a simple, non-judgmental observation. Notice how your body feels. Are there any areas of tension or discomfort? What about areas of relaxation? Just observe and acknowledge these sensations without trying to change them. The same goes for your mind. Observe your thoughts as they come and go. Don't cling to them or push them away. Just let them be. This might seem tricky at first. Our minds tend to get caught up in stories and worries, but remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. Now here's a crucial part. At some point, you might notice your mind wandering. This is perfectly normal. When you realize you're lost in thought, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Your breath is your anchor. It keeps you grounded in the present moment. Observe the breath. Feel the cool air entering your nostrils, your chest expanding and then contracting as you breathe out. You don't have to change your breathing in any way, just observe it as it is. Observing the body and mind and returning to the breath when distracted, these are significant steps in practicing mindfulness. They help to train your mind to stay focused, to be present, and not to get swept away by stress or worry. Like any skill, mindfulness takes practice. You might not get it right the first time, or the second, or even the third. But that's okay. The more you practice, the easier it gets. And remember, there's no such thing as a bad meditation. Every moment of mindfulness, even if it's just a few seconds, is a step in the right direction. With regular practice, these steps can become a natural part of your daily routine. Now that we have a grasp on how to practice mindfulness, you might be wondering what's in it for me. Well, let's dive right into the benefits, particularly in relation to stress reduction. Mindfulness, at its core, is about being present and engaged in the moment. This simple act has a profound impact on our mental health. By focusing on the here and now, we're essentially grounding ourselves, keeping our minds from spiraling into worry or stress over things we can't control. The result? A significant reduction in anxiety and stress levels. With practice, mindfulness can even help manage symptoms of depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. But the benefits of mindfulness don't stop at stress reduction. It's also a powerful tool for enhancing our focus and cognitive abilities. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with information and distractions, it's easy for our minds to become scattered. Mindfulness helps us to hone our attention, keeping us sharp and enhancing our performance in all areas of life. Then there's the impact on our overall quality of life. By practicing mindfulness, we cultivate a deeper appreciation for the world around us. We learn to savor the simple pleasures, the everyday moments that often go unnoticed. We become more patient, more compassionate, and more understanding. We learn to respond rather than react, leading to healthier relationships and a more satisfying life. The beauty of mindfulness is that anyone can practice it. It doesn't require any special equipment or a lot of time. It's a simple yet powerful practice that can transform your life. Of course, like any skill, mindfulness takes practice. But the payoff is well worth the effort. From reduced stress and better focus to improved relationships and a more satisfying life, the benefits are truly transformational. So why not give it a try? Start small, maybe just a few minutes each day, and see how it feels. You just might find that mindfulness becomes your secret weapon in managing stress and enhancing your life. Indeed, mindfulness can be a powerful tool in our stress-busting arsenal. As we reach the end of our mindfulness journey, let's take a moment to revisit what we've learned. We started our journey by recognizing the impact of stress on our daily lives. It's not just a mental burden, but it can also lead to physical ailments. Our lives are so fast-paced that we often forget to stop and take a breath. This is where mindfulness comes in. Mindfulness, as we've discovered, is not just a buzzword. It's a practice that involves being fully aware of our experiences in the present moment, without judgment. It's about noticing our thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they occur, and acknowledging them without trying to change them. We then delved into the step-by-step guide to practicing mindfulness. To recap, first we find a quiet and comfortable spot. Then, we sit in a relaxed posture, close our eyes, and focus on our breath. As we breathe in and out, we try to keep our attention on the sensation of breathing. And when our mind wanders, we gently bring it back to the breath. But it's not just about sitting in silence. Mindfulness can be practiced throughout the day, in everyday activities like eating, walking, or even washing dishes. The key is to be fully present in whatever we're doing, and not lost in thought about the past or the future. We also explored the numerous benefits of mindfulness for stress reduction. By practicing mindfulness, we can reduce our stress levels, improve our mental clarity, and enhance our overall well-being. It helps us to become more resilient, more focused, and more in tune with our bodies. But remember, mindfulness is not a quick fix. It's a lifelong journey that requires patience and practice. It's about cultivating a new way of relating to our experiences, one that is rooted in presence and acceptance. Remember, the journey to mindfulness is a personal one. It's about finding peace in the present moment, reducing stress, and enhancing your overall life experience.